Hi guys. Let's see. Hold on, this says video starting. Let me give it a minute to build up. Hey everybody. Okay, so let me get my settings all good to go here. We're going to talk today about what are we talking? Burning more calories without doing more cardio is the name of the game today. We're just going to be very quick, maybe only about 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm hopeful that a couple of you might jump on live, but if not, the replay will be up and ready for you as soon as we're done. So we're just going to go ahead and get started to save time. Let me make sure all my settings are good here. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's better for me. Okay, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So one of the things, the biggest things I want to talk about today is your metabolism. And just this idea that we always hear women say things like, well, as soon as I turn 30 or as soon as I turn 40, my metabolism just stopped working. It's as if, the whole world is just revolting against you, right? Your body, as you age, everything changes. Well, it's not actually really true, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, depending on how you look at it. So research shows that your metabolism doesn't truly slow down until you hit about 60. But what slows down, honestly, unfortunately, it's just you. When we think about young people who we feel like can eat anything they want and never gain weight and all these things that you hear people say, what is different between you and a younger person besides age? They move, right? They don't stop moving. They're active. They're always doing things. They're up, they're running around, whatever. So really that's what it is. They're burning more calories just throughout their day without really even realizing that they are. And that's what we're going to talk about today. You can do that too. Like I said, we really just become more sedentary as we age. We sit around at desks right now, honestly, for the last couple hours. I've been just sitting at a desk doing nothing. All y'all in my Fitbit challenge with me are probably thrilled because I'm not getting any steps right now. But there are things that we can do. So a lot of people also say things like, oh, I just can't get in shape because I don't have time to exercise. You don't really need to. I mean, it's great. Yes, it's very good for you. There's crazy health benefits. But as far as just maintaining a healthy weight, it's not a requirement to have to truly, quote unquote, exercise. So I want to talk about two other ways besides exercise that we burn calories. One of them is through food. It's called the thermic effect of food. And so what that basically means is the calories that our body burns when we digest food. So protein in particular is the biggest one. It's one of many reasons why we push a higher protein diet for most people, particularly women who typically don't get nearly enough protein. Many women aren't even getting a third or 1/4 of the protein that they should be eating in a day. So pushing protein higher is a huge piece to weight loss and maintaining weight. So to explain the thermic effect of food, when you digest food, protein uses up 30% of its own calories just through digestion. It's slower to digest. It keeps you feeling fuller longer. And so while it's taking so much time to digest, it's burning 30% of its own calories just while it's digesting. Carbs only burn 5 to 10% of their own calories in digestion, and fat only burns 3% of its own calories in digestion. So huge discrepancy between protein and carbs and fat and how many calories are burned while you're digesting. So it kind of stands to reason the more protein that you eat, the more calories you're burning, literally just digesting food. You're not doing anything else. You're just existing while you digest food. And then the other way I want to talk about is called NEAT. It's N-E-A-T, NEAT. It's non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So non-exercise activity, that's the key. Park in the back of the parking lot. Don't sit at your desk for 2 straight hours like me. Take a break, set a timer. I have all these ideas I've been thinking of doing. I just have to put them into action. But set a timer on your phone, or if you wear like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, set those timers to remind you. I know my Fitbit tells me when it's 10 minutes before the hour if I've not gotten 250 steps in that hour. Well, take that reminder and go get some steps. Stand up at your desk, do some stretching. jumping jacks. I don't know. It depends on where you are, I guess. Some things might look weird. But you can do things like take a resistance band, one of the smaller resistance bands, and just put them around your thighs. And just while you're sitting at your desk, you're working your legs against that resistance band. You can put it around the bottom of your feet and just like almost like do small marches in place. I'm doing it at my desk. You can't see me. Just do a small march your feet in place against that resistance band. For a lot of people who tend to fidget or be fidgety type people, that actually would be really great for you. So some other ideas of things you can do, you have to be intentional about it, but it's not quote actual activity, like parking in the back of the lot. Or it is actual activity, it's not actual exercise. Take the stairs, okay? Leave the elevator, take the stairs as long as it's safe. How about clean your house? I know that that's a ridiculous thing that I should suggest of you, but cleaning your house, doing light housework can burn quite a few calories. Stretching at work, we talked about. Just playing games with your kids, take the dog for a walk, play with the dog, throwing the ball, playing like tug with a rope with your dog. Things like that. Anything that gets you active outside of just a normal time, even if you're just sitting watching TV, there's a lot of things you can do. My family and I used to do challenges during commercial breaks. This was back before everything was on the DVR. We watched stuff live, and you can't fast forward the commercials. So we would do like plank challenges or push-up challenges just during a commercial. We're like, oh, show's back on the couch we go. A lot of times I'll get out my yoga mat in the living room and I'll just do stretching and mobility stuff while a TV show is on. So it's just little things that you can do that don't take you away from the things you enjoy, like your shows. You're in the middle of binging something, have at it, but be active while you do it. Some people, if you happen to have any equipment like a treadmill or elliptical or something, put it in the room with the TV. Watch your show while you do it. Or on your phone, watch something on Netflix while you're on it. But back to the main point, it's without doing the extra cardio stuff. Higher protein is going to get you there. Remember, 30% of the calories in protein are burned just through digestion. And then all those little things that you can think about, parking at the back of the lot, taking the stairs, playing with the kids, playing with your pets, just taking the long way when you're walking somewhere. Things like that. Just those little things add up so much more than you would ever expect. And it's just good for your joints too. It keeps everything moving and keeps you mobile. So what I would love for you to do, if you have watched this whole video, in the comments down below, if you would go ahead and add any extra ways you can think of that we can increase our NEAT, our non-exercise activity. So things, like I said, like park at the back of the lot or take the stairs. What else you got? Share lots of ideas, and let's get a nice big list going in the chat. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all next week. So every Friday at this time, we will be doing a Friday Live, and I will see you next week. Have a great weekend.